Hello! It is that time again. We are setting up our November spread. And I don't really have a plan. So we're just gonna go for it. I've got lots of different scrap paper out though, which I think could be cool to do something with. I'm trying to decide, okay, because I've got this like just sort of like handwriting that would be easier to write on top of, but my themes I'm feeling for November are like vintage but also medieval, and so I've got all these papers, but they're like manuscript, so they're very detailed. This one is all cats, and that's so fun. But it's detailed, so it would have to be like background. I'm feeling like for this purpose, these are not the way to go. I think it's just, they're too detailed, because I'm thinking with this, I could do like a corner up there and then stamp November over it. I think that would look pretty cool. So let's do that. I like, if you couldn't tell, I'm really loving this torn paper look. Let's see how that is. I think I'm gonna have to take that off. That's okay. I think I'm deep enough in this notebook where the pages aren't really lifting anymore. So I'm gonna cut a straight edge there, but I think I like that. I think I like that. Okay, where's my scissor? But then I want this torn. Perfect. I need to get a scrap spin now that I'm making paper scraps in this way. Now I want a corner. Yeah, cool. That's gonna look cool. All right, now what is this called? It's like a double-sided tape. I don't know. Although I did get I'm curious to know if anyone else uses these double-sided tape things. I got the Amazon brand one, and it could be user error. It works fine. I'm wondering though if like getting some sort of, I don't know, name brand question mark. I'm very new to all this, if you couldn't tell. Fancy journaling, but I feel like sometimes it's like doesn't work exactly right on the first go. But again, could be user error. Ooh, oh my gosh, I think this is looking really cool. Okay, so let's do though. Let's move my stamps aside. I've got, do I want to do, no, I feel like I have to do the dark. I've got, what is this? Color. Ganache. Must be the color name. Let's do that. I don't know if I want to do stamps though for like I did last month with, where I did all my categories stamped. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. Kind of feeling like not, because I think it gave it like a spooky look last month. Obviously that's not the goal this month. Alright, let's see how this looks. Can you read that well? I think it's good enough. Good enough. I'll know what it is. That's what matters, right? I did kind of make that. I always overestimate how big I need to make these paper things, but I guess better than under. Although that could look cool too, honestly. I feel like what I'm enjoying about this so much is that there really isn't any messing up except when I like paste in my cards upside down. But other than that, like it all just kind of ends up looking cool because it's supposed to be kind of, at least the way I'm doing it, with this kind of vintagey look I enjoy. it's supposed to look a little thrown together. And I do think there's some different things I want to record in this month, because usually I put a space for my monthly medicine decks, and that made sense in my old journal. But I'm not using this one. I have a separate one of these. It's actually the same exact brand. I have this one. I don't remember what I was really using it for, but I've repurposed it since for my monthly medicine. So I feel like I don't really need to be putting any of that in this one, because this is now my monthly medicine. Which, let's look at my spread for November. I forgot to record this, but isn't it so cute? Our theme is shenanigans. I cannot wait. I got like all this cutesy stuff. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Okay, really excited. I'm excited to have the contrast, because I feel like October, I love getting into everything spooky, and I'm so glad we did a spooky theme for monthly medicine. But sometimes I like when the monthly medicine really veers from what I'm kind of planning for my month, because then I get that switch up. So like, I've got this vintage medieval thing going that I really want. I'm craving that this month. But now for my monthly medicine, I'm bringing out all like my super cute, fun deck. So it's like this good switcheroo. Which actually, I should make sure I save some time to do that. I've got some time. Okay. Now I'm feeling like that looks empty. So what I want to do, I guess I should say that, is I want to record. We're going to see how this goes, but I want to have this top section be books I want to approach. That's what I'll say, because I'm not good with reading. It's not, and I don't feel I need to like push myself to like be into that. But I was a huge reader as a child, and like it's a weird thing where it's like I do get the feeling of wanting to read, it's just actually doing it is difficult. So I tend to have an easier time in the colder months, so I'm gonna like try doing that here, and I'm not gonna make it crazy. Like, I can't make a TBR list of like 5 books, because I will not read them. So what I'm gonna do is just a small section, just to like keep track of like, here's what I wanted to read, because it'll be this dual thing of like, if I don't end up getting to it, I can refer back to it, say like next year, if it's this time of year and I'm like, I really want to, like, I'm getting that urge and I'm like, what do I even want to read this time of year? I'll have that recorded, so I think that'll just kind of be fun. So I don't think I want to stamp that though. What do I want to use? I've got my sparkle pens out, but that doesn't really match the vibe, you know? I guess marker. I guess we're gonna do marker. If anyone has like other sets of these, let me know, because I want a font that's like a medieval manuscript font. I don't know if that exists with these, but that would be so awesome. I would like that a lot. Alright, we gotta do a brown for sure. Brown is the motif this month. November is a brown month, it just is. Excuse me, clearing my throat probably so much. Okay, we're gonna, where do I want to write it? Ugh, if I do it here, there's like so much empty space. We'll fill it. Oh, so much pressure. No, just do it, Krista. I'm not gonna underline. I feel like I always am like, that was okay how I wrote it, and then I go to underline it and it just messes it up, so we're not gonna underline. Because I don't think I like the look of that. Ooh, I need to get my pen with, what's this ink called? I don't remember. But it's a good one. Alright, so the books, I think what I'm thinking is like I want to have some of my, I've got some witchy nonfiction books that I want, and to me this is gonna be like, I don't have to read through them, but these are the ones I want to like kind of examine, spend time with, that sort of thing. So I'm keeping it very minimal. I've got 2. I want to keep going with the what's it called? Book of Ancestors? I should get them. Where's my other one? Well, okay, there's another book I want to use, but I'm not finding it. So we're going to do that one. Let me go look for the other one, though, because I want to write that in. So, BRB. Haha. This one. The new one from Leah Middleton, who is Redheaded Witch on social media. I love her TikTok. So she has a really cool folk practice, so I'm excited to get more into that one. I've started that, but, you know. So we've got, okay, the Book of Ancestors. Then I want to do Beginner Witch's Handbook. Okay, and then for fiction, I'm gonna start with some middle grade because, I mean, there's the motivation of like, that's the age group I work with, so like, the more I read, the more I can like just better recommend. But also I think it's just a little bit easier to consume, so maybe that's a good place to start. So I want to do, oh my gosh, what is it called? I've been wanting to read this book for quite some time now. And it is called, is it Go Greenhouse Glass? Yeah, no, Green Glass House. Do I want to list another one? I'm kind of thinking like to list another one more so as like another option. And I'm wondering if I want to do, because there's a book, Clockwork Crow, but it very much takes place in December. So I'm like, do I want to wait until December? I'm going to leave that alone because there's no reason. No reason to just write something just to write it. So that's the extent I'm going with the books. Then we're going to have our card of the month, of course. Actually, kind of like how this marker is coming out. I wasn't sure about that, but I think it looks alright. I mean, my handwriting's not amazing, but... Okay, this month we're doing... Oh my gosh, it feels like a reveal because I haven't shown this yet, but by the time you're seeing this video, you will have seen it if you're watching my other things anyways. I don't know what you do. We're gonna pick one from the Nameless one. Exciting. Because I think this will be a really cool kind of focus card for the month, because there really is so much to get into with these cards. I am so excited about them. And I think there's enough cards where, like, if I keep one pulled out, I'm still, I mean, I can always put it back and then take it back out, but I do use this deck quite a bit since, or I have been using it quite a bit since I get it, so it's not, I don't really feel inclined to, like, pull a card for the month and not touch the deck. Like, I don't think I, you know? Alright. Oh, it's hard to shuffle, though. Alright, I don't know why I'm attempting to really riffle this chunky deck. Alright, a card of the month. let's see what we got here. Oh, how pretty. That to me, it's a 4 of something. I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, my throat. It's always in the morning. 4 of, feeling like that's wands, but I don't know. Okay, big book. Gotta get the big book. Let's see. I have the grimoire to go with this too, and like, yeah, really good. I think it's, yeah, I think this is meant to be wands. Just like, yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, nailing it. 3. Yes, 4 of branches. Very cool. So the affirmation is I have so much to celebrate and be grateful for. Oh, what a perfect thing for November. I love that. Okay, so I think I kind of want to do my monthly medicine reading for today. So I think I'm going to get into this later because I have to, you know, print out my little picture and everything. So we got things to do. So I will be, oh, and, oh my gosh. Tegan hasn't told us what our animal of the month is yet, so I can't do that page. Okay, yeah, so I just kind of wanted to get this going just because, but I'll be back later to keep on going. Okay, I'm back. It is the next day, but we've got all the info we need now, so slay. Okay, I realized too I forgot to put my little tabby. So, what did I put that? Yeah, alright. So, we did a spooky one, of course, last month. This month, though, to match our vintage feel, I'm gonna do this. Come on, camera, you can do it. Take your time. It's like a, like map pattern. If I can find the end. There it is. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. I realized too, I didn't leave space to put my little book stickers. Oh, wait. I might have something really cute though to do. Okay, I don't want to interfere. Do we want, I want some blue on the other side. Just cause. Alright. Careful, Patrick. I always think of, I feel like my brain is just ongoing. SpongeBob quotes? It's all that's floating around up here. Alright. Perfect. Now, ooh, I got cool book stickers though. But alas, I don't think it's written in the cards for me today. What else do we got though? Let's just look. Let's just, you know, what's the harm in looking, right? So, see, they're real tall. I could do one in the border. Ooh, do we just do like one in the border, or is that gonna look so weird? We could do one like slanted and one straight up and down on the other page. Do we love that? Do we? Oh, I think we're just gonna have to try it. And if we hate it, then, well, that's just gonna suck. It's just gonna suck for me. Do we do like a shorter one maybe? And then, yeah, okay. Let's just, you know what? No time like the present. Like I said before, didn't I just say this the other day? You can't really actually do things that wrong. That's the beauty. If you hear anything in the background, that would be Paul playing Demon Souls. Okay, let's do that. And then I think, oh, I think this is gonna look amazing. Okay. Okay. Right? Like, as if it's like a slanted book on a bookshelf, right? You get what I'm doing. You get the vibe. Oh, is that weird? Do I hate that? No. Do I think we need one? Do we have a small one that could work? Because I think it needs one more. That's for certain. But do I think it's bad? That feels like a strong word to use. Alas, it's not gonna happen. It's not, no, we just, you know what? You just have to keep adding. That's the solution. So, what else can we put? All of a sudden, this became Sticker City. So, hope that's good with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on, feeling inspired. Right? Ooh, you had a glare. Right? Like, I think that, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. You know, it's stuck. It's a sticker and it's stuck, so I think it's the best thing I could have possibly done. Oh, funny. All right. Oh, yes. She wants to be up here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Oh, it's all, see, I just had to fill in the spaces. Problem solved. Now let's focus here. Let's get to the point of the program, which is card of the month. 4 of Wands. I printed my little picture. Cutie. Okay. So there's a whole lot to read in that book there. But what I didn't even think about, just happened upon, because I make great choices always, is that the, I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to get the sticker paper off, so my brain is short-circuiting. The big grimoire gives you like astrological associations, crystal associations, so now I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have to write down those associations because I could work with those for the month. Oh my gosh, how fun is that? So let's find, okay, so we've got, ooh, that's interesting that Dove came up because I just got the Winter Seers Oracle and I really judged the Dove card. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But the keyword is love, and I feel like I don't always see doves as love, and that was just my comment. So it's interesting to me that dove is one of the animals here. That feels important. But I'm not going to list it because we've got our own animal going. Anyway. Okay, so we've got an affirmation. We're going to write that down for sure. Affirmation. I have so much to celebrate and be grateful for. Fantastic. I love that. Okay. So, ooh, I'm not even going to list all the, because they give multiple options for each. I'm gonna pick my own. So of the crystals, I'm picking rose quartz. Now this is from the candle colors. No, that's a lie. We're choosing pink because I'm having a pink moment just constantly. It's not, is that even count as a moment when it's just all the time? No. Why not write down the astrology? Do I though? Do I care? That's the question. Okay. Now, for this, I'm not going to get into all the symbols right now because I don't think that is helpful to like write down in here. I'm going to do further readings with this, and that's where I'll get into that. So for now, we're just going to look at, there's a page that just gives like upright, reversed, simple. I mean, it's pretty, we've got celebrations, unions, reunions. Now, what I will say is that for the magic of this deck is, in my opinion, is definitely when you get into all the symbology, because that's where like the stories reveal themselves, all those things. So don't take what this is like a kind of the simplified stuff within the greater, so don't take this that I'm giving here and by any means think like, oh, that gives pretty straightforward things, because there's a lot going on here. This is just what I am processing at the current moment. Oh, I love this. Inviting cause for celebration. Now I'm interested in what the reverse says. What do we have reversed? I think that's interesting too. So we've got, I'm gonna put toxic community standards is interesting to me. I think there's a lot of directions one could go with that. Lack of community, that is interesting. Cool. I like actually having the reversed and upright in this situation because, again, like I think, you know, if we're looking at a card for the month, anything can happen. The world is my oyster. And that sometimes means those reversed things. So we're going to write those down too. But yes, this is going to stay on my desk for the month. So beautiful. I'm loving the peonies and olives I'm seeing there, and I'm excited to get into those symbols. So now we've got the animal gnosis, which is snail. So exciting. So I'm gonna move my tape. What'd I do? I didn't really put enough. Oh no, it's fine. It just was bent. We're gonna move that over there. And we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, okay. Good. So then I've got a few snail cards here. One that is a card with a snail that I just really enjoyed. So this wasn't all the ones I found, but these were kind of my three faves / one I made. So like, of course, that's a favorite. So we've got my Cottage Witch one, and then this is from Oak Ash and Thorn, and then of course Woodland Wardens, a classic. Although, again, I did get that Winter Sears just today after I printed these, and there's a snail card in there too I've pulled out that is intriguing to me as well, but maybe we'll include that at another time. I'm really excited for this animal. So far, just all the themes that come up, or have come up, have been really interesting. I do a big reading with Andy when we get our new animal. I pull out all of my cards I find with the animal, and then it's basically a big reading where I pull, it becomes a big spread. So I pull a tarot card to go with each. Usually it's animal oracles, sometimes other tarots though. And it's fun. And it's just to get into like all the different themes of that animal. Ooh, I'm liking how this is looking. But then of course, before we go for the day, well, you know what? Hold on. Let's also, I think we can write down some initial thoughts I'm having about snail. Because with that shell, we've got themes of protective barrier, carrying home. I think something interesting to explore is the idea of like carrying a piece of home with you. But a lot of the cards that I read today, we're talking about how the spiral on the shell could be a symbol of, I can't write and talk at the same time, as a symbol for, what is this? What was it again? Oh my gosh, symbol for, it was like cycles of nature. Right? Yeah. Which I thought was really a neat idea. The idea of leaving a trail behind too, I think is interesting. So those are my initial thoughts there, but you know, I mean, I have to have a snail sticker, right? I must. I don't feel like it's in my sticker book here, because I probably would have said that's not the right season. But I'm sure I've got one. Oh, I'm getting the chills. I got my COVID and flu booster at the same time today, which is like a very normal thing people do. But I did it last year and I did not feel good after it. But I won't make a second trip, so I did it again. And here I am, reaping the consequences of my own actions, so I shan't complain, because I did it to myself. Alright, now we're going into the antiquarian sticker book, because I will find a snail. Before we leave this for today, I must. Because it's just gotta be here. Oh snail, wherever might you be? Oh, where could you be? Just snailing along with your little spiral shell, hiding somewhere from me. Man, there's gotta be, come on, don't the antiquarians love snails? Everyone knows that. Okay, I found a snail shell. Ooh, but you know, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. I want a snail. Woe is me, I tell you. Okay, there's another. Do I like that one better? Yeah, okay. New one. Tabbed. Wow, there's really some cool stickers in here. Sorry, I'm just not showing you. But I'm trying to look up really close so I can make sure I don't miss it. Oh, I'm about to just use that one I found. Because now this is taking a long time. That felt like where it would have been. It's new. Okay, I see bugs. Lots of bugs. Wow, where is the snail representation? What? Okay, lots of bugs, but no snails. That felt that I was feeling good about this one. I should show. Oh, but I'm almost done. Oh! We found the snails. Oh, but which one? Which one? I like this guy. Woohoo! Success. We're gonna put him like that. Perfect. Oh, this is shaping up swimmingly. All right, that's all I got for right now. But I love this one. This is fun. Hello. So I'm here with my first week of the monthly medicine for this month. And so I think I showed my spread for this month, but I am so proud of it. So we got our shenanigans theme going on. So week 1 was Lollygag. Now this was a bit of a shorter week because Halloween is on Tuesday. So we had Wednesday, Friday of this week, but we're doing another month where each week we have our usual like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but the Monday prompt is to pull an oracle card. Or, I mean, you could pull any card, but like oracle is kind of suited to it every day, which I love. I love when we do these kinds of ones. So, but I did Wednesday and Friday. Yeah, right? So I'm gonna try something new and try and like insert a video showing the cards a little better, but I used the Blooming Lovelies as my main oracle and then the Mons Tarot as my tarot, and I loved how these paired together. So did I say our first theme was Lollygag? So it was kind of about like learning to slow down, take our time with things, and kind of like slowing down to remember to do things that we enjoy, kind of thing, you know? How that happens. And it was kind of funny because I pulled my card Wednesday and I pulled my card Thursday and just didn't end up really doing anything with it. Like I didn't, not that I feel like I have to journal it, but if I don't journal about something, I'm like, well, okay, I at least need to like think about it. I didn't. I pulled it and I just kind of like forgot about it. And then the same card came out Friday, which cracked me up because the deck was like, remember me? You remember that you did not do anything with this? So I didn't write down the question for the daily kind of oracle pull, but it was something about like, I guess I could have brought the paper over. Oh no, I didn't print that part. I don't remember. Well, that's alright. I don't even remember, to just kind of paraphrase, but it was something about like, we pull a card each day to represent. I gotta look it up. Okay, I've got the PDF. I hadn't printed out. Usually I print it because I hate just searching around on my phone every time, but I didn't end up printing it till this weekend, so I didn't print out what I already did. Anyway, so it was pulling a card each day to represent a new energy to linger over. So really cool theme. It brought up a lot about just how I tend to generally overdo it. That's my favorite thing to do. So yeah, it was a good week. It was a good week. I'm just excited about this month in general. It's so fun. And I'm really liking the contrast to what I'm doing with my daily pulls, to being this very like kind of vintage ancestral vibe. It's like totally different, which pleases the ADHD brainworms. Yeah, I think that's all I got for today though. Yeah, so I'll see you in whatever's next. Hello. I am currently packing for my trip with Andy today. I am leaving in a few hours to pick her up from the airport, and then we're going from there, driving to, we got an Airbnb in Maine, a little lake house Airbnb. So excited. So since I am the one driving, Andy is flying, I am the deck bringer, and I am being so extra. Since it's, you know, like a house we're renting, I feel like that really brings on like you can bring whatever you want as long as it fits in the car. And so I have a crate packed. Hold on. I'm getting a phone call. BRB. Okay. We've changed areas because I needed to charge my camera, but I said if I can lift it, it can come. Look at what I've got going on. Oh. This whole, yeah. I mean, it just, of course we're tarot friends, so that's what we're doing this weekend, a lot of it. So I've got things that will be good for, because we do readings every morning, so now we get to do them live, so some things that kind of go with what we've been doing. We've got a new moon tomorrow, which is cool that lines up. And then I've got a few decks that Andy requested because she wants to play with. And then I brought a few things that I don't think she has, that I thought she might want to see. Or things that I want to play with. Anyway, I got 2 bags I made for her. I made her one of the Cozy Witch bags with, look at the charms. I got the coffee cup to go with the cat. How cute is that? So cute. And then we also have matching Yuletide tails. No, that's the Lenormand. It's the Yuletide Tarot. I think that's what it's called, but cute. And then I made her another bag but the glue is drying, so we're not gonna lift that up. So I thought it'd be fun to show you what I got. I'm gonna make another huge mess doing this, but you know what? That's okay. Because maybe at the same time, I don't think I need to take anything out, but maybe I will discover that we don't really need something. So I'm gonna, hold on, sit up so I can show you. I'm not taking anything out of the box right now, but I thought this would be fun. So the other thing I was doing was Andy just put up like an almost 2-hour video of like her current deck vibe, and I had to stop watching because I kept like decks she was showing in the video, I was like, oh yeah, and like adding that to this. So I was like, no. So one of those is the Fairy Tarot, because I really like pinned, here, I'm going to take it out of the box. No. I pinned this as a summer deck because like the colors, right? But Andy said like she feels like it's more of like a house fairy winter vibe. So right. So I wanted to play with that personally. And then I've got the Nocturna Oracle. I wanted to also bring decks of mine that, because we're going into like the woodlands of Maine, and it's this cute woodland lake house, even though I already pretty much live in the woods, I was like, but this is special. So I wanted to bring like my favorite woodland type decks to get the atmosphere on them, right? I've got my Feel Your Chakras sticker edition, because I never go anywhere without it. What else do we have going on? Oh, okay, I've got the Moon Child Tarot, the Shadow Edition, because of that new moon, but also I don't think Andy has this one, so I thought she might want to see it, because I almost feel like it's more her vibe usually than mine, so there's that. This I just got in yesterday, and I don't know, I was questioning bringing it. There was 2 decks that I was like, should I bring this, because they cost so much money? But you know, they're meant to be used and loved, right? So, and we're just going to an Airbnb, so it's going from my car into the house, back into the car, you know, like, it'll be fine. But it's Bohemian Gothic, because I showed Andy that I got it yesterday, and I was like, she's gonna want to see it, because I don't think she pre-ordered that one. This is another one. I know she doesn't have this one, but she's thinking about it. Practical Magic Inner Witch Tarot. This is also one I really love for moon readings. So now the other pricey gal, the nameless one, I just think she has to come. I don't know why. I'm not bringing the book. I'm just gonna use the book in here. Andy has this one, but I don't know. She's coming. She's coming. Northern Animal. Because I just think Andy needs to see the new cardstock. I just think she needs to. I don't know. So that's that. Moonology I'm bringing because of that new moon. I'm almost thinking though, like I should just, oh, but I don't want to like lose cards. Because I really just use these as placeholders, so I'm thinking I could look up like what new moon it is and just take that card out and just bring the one card, but that sounds like me losing a card, doesn't it? So we're just gonna bring it. We're gonna bring the whole thing. I've got my mixed Catland and Return to Catland Oracle, because I know Andy doesn't have these, but I think she'd love it. So we're bringing that. I've got the Old Ways Magic because magical. Now I'm thinking I should bring some card stands. Do I have any right here? I'm sure I do. Oh yeah, I've got this one that came with that Gentle Chaos deck, which I should bring that. Hold on. I'm gonna bring that too. That's a good little mini oracle. This Gentle Chaos Pocket Oracle. This is from, by Tyler Gaka from Running Press. I'm gonna bring that. And then, let's get another card stand. Okay, we've got 2 card stands now. Fun. So, we're gonna bring that. Because Andy doesn't have that, and I also think she'd like that. Raven's Dream Tarot. I've been loving this one, and I want to play with it more. And also, slightly as a reminder that I want to pre-order that Oracle MJ Cullinane's coming out with Liminal Forest, maybe it's called, something like that. Alright. This is also brand new, came in yesterday, that was a request. The Circe Tarot. I didn't even shuffle this yet, I just flipped through, but it looks really good. And the guidebook is much more extensive than Lo Scarabeo usually gives you. Like, it's only written in English, but what that means is that the whole little white book is like one set of meanings. So I'm really excited about this one. I've got the Age of Witchery Tarot, because I've been loving that. This is the Divine Ephemera, coming out soon. This is not the bag that, if you buy a bag, it will come with. I don't know why I'm feeling like I need to specify that now. This was just like a first bag I just kind of made for my own before I put anything out. And now they feel attached to each other, so I cannot change my bag, but it's the same, just reversed. Because I like the look of this more than this, but again, they're just Now they are a pair and I cannot separate them. We've got the Fairies Oracle, of course. Oh, this is one, actually, I don't think I want to bring this one. The Mary Magdalene. We were doing a real intense Mary Magdalene. I would even call it almost a study. Like maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Time and space. But I just don't think we're gonna use it. But now I'm kind of like, do I bring the Mysteries of Mary? Just make it a triple threat of like the most expensive things I own. Maybe though. Maybe we just do it. Why not? And actually, ooh, that reminds me. I also want to bring this. So we're gonna bring the Mysteries of the Black Madonna because she is the vibe right now. I do have the Mysteries of Mary as well, but that dark moon energy, we're gonna bring her. We're gonna bring her. And I also want to bring what do you call it? Why can I never remember this? And I did a whole Wildwood. I did a whole study with it, and I'm like, what's it called? The Wildwood. I am bringing the Sacred Threads Oracle by Don Michelle. And then I wanted to do, I wanted to have a playing card deck and a Lenormand. So we're doing, this is a new one, the Robin Hood playing cards are so fun. And the Yuletide Tales, which there's a new edition of this out that is like in this like really luxe box on like this luxurious cardstock. It looks like I'm tempted. I do love this one regardless, but there's a new version. I don't know. We shall see. Oh my gosh, I'm bringing so many things. And like the hilarious thing is I get Andy, I pick her up at like 1, and then we can't get into where we're staying until like 4. And then, so then we've got tomorrow, and then we are leaving, we have to be out like 10 a.m. on Monday, so there's no possible way. No, we'll find a way though, won't we? We always do. Anyway, this is the Wisdom of the Kaliak. That's what's in that bag. She wants to come. This is like getting ridiculous though, isn't it? Huh? This one in the Nameless One bag is that combined Seasons of the Witch I made because Andy wanted to see, and all the books. That's why she's that hefty. Okay, these are my fairy tale story game cards. I think Andy would love those, so I'm bringing them. What's in this bag? This is the Doors of Somlipith. See, this is kind of like playing cards too, though. So, no, I'm bringing both. They're small. I love this bag I made. Cute. Cute, cute. Fairy Forest. She's coming. Yeah, oh my gosh. Victorian Fair, what are they called? Victorian Fairy Tarot. I've just been, I don't know why, I'm like, oh, it should be like spring, but it's having a moment for me right now. It feels a little bit more wintry for me. I don't know why, but that's the case. The Meraki Tarot, which, oh my gosh, we gotta set this aside because I didn't pack the book. And that's the whole point, because I wanted to play with the Nameless One and Meraki together. We've got the Blessed Bee cards. My new Norse Goddess Rune Oracle I've been loving. Ooh, this is Andy's latest version. I put these stickers on just because I bring this is, oh my gosh, let's get words out. Tarot of Feeling. This is her latest Tarot of Feeling edition, and my favorite place to use any of the Tarot of Feelings is at work, so I must have been bored at my desk and put cute little stickers on. Fun. Alright, what else? Okay, we definitely don't need, alright, I've got here Oak, Ash, and Thorn, which is coming. Do I need to bring the Mouseboat Tarot? I probably don't. See, this is what I mean, where like half of this is like, I just want it to be in that atmosphere. I probably don't need to bring this though. We'll set this aside as a maybe. Okay, but we're definitely bringing Oak, Ash, and Thorn, that's it for sure. Intuitive Night Goddess. I've just been wanting to have this one out. I've not even been using it. I just want it out. So, no, she wants to come. Of course I'm bringing my Yuletide Tarot. We've just decided it's the vibe now. We're getting into Christmas early. And that's that. I've got my Beloved Dead, because I don't think Andy has this one, and I just think she should. Witch Folk Tarot's coming. How ridiculous does this seem? Like, I'm sure all you watching are like, what are you doing, you crazy woman? I don't know. Rain Shadow Tarot. I couldn't tell you half the time what I'm doing. Of course. Obviously. Not even a question. Woodland Wardens. This was, Andy wanted me to bring this one, which I've been loving too. Citadel. It's coming. Then I've got my Cottage Witch. She just comes everywhere too. Ooh, I've got, this is my Hellenic. Yeah, she's coming. Everyday Witch Oracle. I've got the Vacant House with me, but this was really dependent because I still kind of want to keep up with my journal. And this came with tarot stickers, but I don't know where, I have to find them. And I'm not sure, like I thought I knew where I put them, and I don't. So we're gonna leave this one out too, because if I can't find the tarot stickers, I don't really feel like I need this one. So that's that. I've got the Walking Meditation. Any kind of trip like this I go on, this one comes. It just, and of course, my Cozy Witch Tarot. So that's what's coming. I'm so excited. We both are definitely going to be vlogging this trip. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a separate video or if I'm going to put this in with my monthly wrap-up. It kind of just depends how much video there is, if it just is going to make the wrap-up just too long kind of thing. So, because those are already long. So we'll see. But I'll check in when we're together. Okay, so we're well into our weekend here. And I just haven't filmed anything, but I had to show, this is our view from the Airbnb. We're officially in Maine. This is I showed what I packed already. So here, that's the crate, pretty much all unpacked onto the table. Just a wonderful chaos of mess. Here's the star of the show. Andy and Arcadia herself. What else do I want to show? We've got, look at this. We've got our own little electric fireplace. It's a cozy little place. We've got, oh yeah, I'll show, we're continuing Andy's Soup Sunday. We've got chicken noodle going. That's such a perk of the Airbnb, is being able to like cook your own food. Yeah, let's do a tour. This is Andy's room. We've got, I think these are on, yeah, those are on the outside, but that just points to the neighbor's house anyway. And then there's a second level. Stuffed animal heads. I mean, amazing. I like this, look at this dry sink. I want one of those in my house. This is it's probably messy in here. Hold on, let me just make sure. All right, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. That's where I'm staying. And this is, look at my view. Isn't that amazing? Like, we just totally lucked out. We really did. I think that's it. So, that, maybe I'll check in again here. I don't know. We'll see. But we're having a grand old time. Oh, we went to a metaphysical store today. Should we show what we got?
Yeah, we can show the haul.
Because I just keep forgetting that I haven't opened mine yet.
Here, you want to show mine over here?
Yeah, I'm just grabbing my bag. My shopping bag. I figured we could just real quick. So here's what I got. I got the Magicians, Martyrs, and Madmen Tarot. And he got the 1909 RWS. I'm very excited about that. Oh, she packaged up my little... I'm gonna have to put this down because she wrapped my little thing.
Oh, mine too.
I look like a little goblin.
Oh my gosh.
So here, this is part of Andy's haul.
You have to show her from the other way so
I
you can see her legs.
do.
Here, we'll go here.
I mean, yeah. How cute is that? I'm really glad. I mean, I think it's seamless. I'm hoping it's not making just everyone dizzy how seamlessly it switches views, because I know I utilize that a lot.
I got this as well. There we go.
Cool.
Look at her from behind. My little witch.
I love her. She's
I
cute.
love her back too.
I'm gonna drop this by accident. Okay, and then I got, this is the other thing I got. It's a little Merlinite cat. Look it. Oh my god, what a cutie poots. So cute. And that's to go with my new, you know why I wanted to get it? Andy got a gift for Stevie. I think I left it over here. Where did I put it? There it is. And it is the Tarot for Cats. So it's a major arcana deck that the guidebook directly is talking to the cat. So you could do a reading and like it's written as if it's like meant to be talking to a cat, which I don't have any other cat deck that does that.
Should we pull a card?
Yeah, let's pull a card.
Pull a card and read from the guidebook.
That's a good plan. And that was kind of my motivation behind getting the cat because, I don't know, I was like, I need a little magical cat to sit with the deck.
Here, we'll pull a card for Stevie. We've been pulling cards for Stevie to kind of like get into what energy she's feeling with her mom away. So
I know, she's not pleased. We got the Emperor yesterday, which was all about, she is just taking control of Paul, which is not surprising.
I love how big the cards are too.
Yeah, they're a little oversized. These are the backs. Influencer. Okay. How's Stevie feeling today?
After the Emperor yesterday, what's the vibe today?
I'm interested to see if the vibe matches the picture I received this morning.
Okay.
The High Priestess.
Oh my gosh.
The mysteriousness matches, because I got a picture from Paul this morning of, she usually sleeps on the bed, and she knows something's off, so she was sleeping in a like weird spot, didn't wake him up. She was clearly displeased, but I'm curious to see what it's got to say.
Okay, let's see. This is just kind of like about her, as because there's a lot of information here. You are wise and creative and capable of devising practical solutions to life's everyday problems. You ignore the officially sanctioned cat toy and improvise nicely with a toilet paper roll, dried flower bouquet, rubber band, or when available, an expensive porcelain figurine.
She does love that.
Yeah.
She loves a good garbage toy.
Here, see if there's anything else in there. I think I might describe what.
Oh, I was looking at these ones yesterday, are good. Hidden forces are in operation. Obey your instincts and inner rhythms to avoid any semblance of accommodating your human's daily routine. That's very funny. Celebrate the stubborn. Obey only your own laws. If there is a human law, disregard it and create a contrary one of your own. Amazing. But I do feel like that's what she's doing, because we have such a routine. Like, either, like, I usually wake up around 6, but if I haven't, she will wake me up.
Yeah.
Latest 7 o'clock. But because I'm not there to do that routine, we were really expecting that she would wake up Paul, but she was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna sulk in the corner over
So
here.
I feel like yesterday her tact was trying to lay down her law, and today the tact is to kind of make up the rules as she goes along and have Paul go
And
along with it.
interestingly, because I was there yesterday morning, so she got her breakfast right at the usual time, but he said that she ate dinner late.
Yeah.
Because he had, his family was over, so that means, in a way, yes, she was trying to lay down the law yesterday, but she couldn't.
No. So she's like, improvise and then have the human follow what I decide.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to tell Paul, listen, you gotta follow whatever she wants to do. You gotta stick to the routine. Alrighty, so perhaps I'll check in again, perhaps not. You'll find out. It is extremely early on a Friday morning right now, but I wanted to show a cool thing I'm doing before I have my usual sit before work. I have, here, let me show, flip and show. These are a bunch of flowers and flower petals I dried from my garden this year. So it started out, the aim just being at Coreopsis here. You can see, so that's what's going on in here. But then, just as I was having other flowers, I decided to add them in. So there's also marigold, zinnias, some roses, I want to say. I think that might be it. But what I'm doing, oh, there's some yarrow and goldenrod. I don't know, a lot of random stuff in here. But the purpose is because I'm going to try dyeing my own yarn with this concoction. So I'm so excited to see, because I know what to expect from pictures online of the Coreopsis, because that was my initial plan. But I'm just going to throw it all together and see what happens, because I think that will be more fun. So what I'm doing right now is, since I just left some of them on the stems, I'm getting everything separated off that, and I read a suggestion that you should soak them like overnight if you can, which works out because I needed alum powder, question mark, am I saying that right? Whatever. And that comes in tomorrow. So, gonna soak these and then try dyeing yarn tomorrow. And hopefully I remember to show you that, but we shall see. Hello. I've got some monthly medicine to catch up here. Because I completely forgot to, with all my excitement of getting to my trip with Andy. I did not update you all on last week, so we're doing 2 weeks at once, so that's why you'll see this same sweatshirt, and it is holiday decorating day, so I've got my Christmas cats on. Alright, so in the second week of November, our theme was skedaddle, and this was all about letting go of things that are no longer needed. So the decks I pulled out for that are a duo that I created to work together. Got a deck to pair with the other, for the Halloween season, and then it just totally ended up working out for this. So that is this is the Catland and Return to Catland Oracle mixed together by Joanna Nelson. I got you can get like a box set, and love having those mixed together, paired with the Boo Tarot. They're such a good pairing visually, and they read together so well. I loved it, but I thought those two really just fit the vibe of letting go, because the cats, to me, in that deck, they feel a little bit like, I don't know if judgmental is the right word, but they just have this fun energy of really just being like, okay, here's what you need to hear. Hello? Are you listening? Like that kind of thing. And with the ghosts of that idea of letting things go, I just thought thematically it really worked out well. If I'm looking down, I've got my journal here. Should we do a little flip of those days? I took out my glitter markers. I don't know if you can see the glitter. this week because I remembered I had them. Are these all? Yeah. So again, we're pulling a card a day for an oracle, and then for the Friday, Wednesday, we had more of a spread. So I need to remind myself what was really coming up here. Oh, this is a card that comes up frequently for me from that deck, the Frogged card. It's all about being able to kind of say no to well-meaning people. People who just kind of want to offer you help and guidance when you haven't asked for it. So look at my lights in the background, how pretty. Oh my gosh. And I find that I have that experience a lot, but the realization of this week was, because how I was taking it, like in October when it kept coming up, was like, yeah, like I do need to say no to people, blah, 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 blah. But then I really thought about it and I was like, like usually actually the thing I struggle with is like not being offered help, like having to do the hard thing of asking for it. So I'm like, well, this doesn't make sense. And I was like, oh my gosh, light bulb, I'm the one. Like asserting helpfulness onto others. Like I always feel like I need to be helping, doing things for other people when they haven't asked me. Because the thing that's hard for me is asking for help, but that's the thing like we should be doing. And we should be waiting. Not all of the time, but a lot of the times you should wait for someone to be like, hey, I need help with this. Not just having to be like hyper vigilant and like guessing. So that was a really big whew of the week. Is there anything else I want to talk about here? I love what I did with my journal here. I've got these Hello Kitty stamps now. They're like the little kids self-inking ones that are so fun. They're so fun. They bleed through the pages, but that's okay. So that was week 2 of November. So let's get into week 3. So for week 3, we have Cattywampus. Did I use the same colors? No, I didn't. Okay. Cattywampus, again, sparkly markers. Love them. And the theme of this week, kind of what the big theme we were examining, especially with our oracle card each day, was how we can approach each day from a new angle. So I feel like there's kind of a lot of ways to see this, of like, is there something that keeps coming up in your day repeatedly recently that it's like the way you're going about it, just it's clearly not working. How can you go about it in a new way? But I also sometimes interpreted it as, here's something that might come up today, like a specific feeling. How can I see that feeling in a new way today? So not necessarily seeing the whole day from a new angle, but specific aspects that, I mean, I guess in reality really do end up affecting my whole day. So the duo for this week was the Little Cryptid Oracle and the Cute and Creepy. What a pair, what a pair. They really were so good. Now, I actually pulled the same card 2 days in a row, and it's funny because there was one day that, did I not like journal it? Let's see, we've got Monday here. Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I did. Okay, so I think, you know what it was? Okay, I pulled the same card on Monday, and here's my spread for the middle of the week on Tuesday. And what happened was Monday was when I got back from the trip with Andy, and I was tired, but I really love being on track with my monthly medicine, especially when we're doing like an oracle card a day. So I pulled that card and I did journal about it, but I really did not give it the time of day. So it made me laugh out loud when I pulled this card out again on Tuesday morning, because I pulled it late afternoon Monday, and it felt like such a thing of like, you didn't do anything with this, like, we gotta revisit. And it's the Mothman Fear card, so it brought up a lot of things around like it's like very much the fight or flight I deal with, just my nervous system being very sensitive to things like that. But then also which, you know, has an element of fear in there, but also the fear of that tendency, if that makes sense. That's kind of what got brought up a lot this week. And just too, a lot of interesting things around like allowing for comfortable mystery. I think something I've been examining lately is like how I can make new accommodations for myself as I learn more about myself, more specifically about my own neurodivergence. Like, it's obviously, especially being late diagnosed, comes with needing to like really change the way I do things, needing to accommodate for myself, because with having a late diagnosis, I'm not going and really shouting it from the rooftops to everyone I deal with in my day-to-day who especially like kind of met me before this thing. Now there's like people I'm close with, they know at this point, but you know, I guess to say that the difficult thing has been that with a late diagnosis, no one is used to making accommodations for me. So I really have to start with doing it myself. But with that, because I am functioning, still need to function in my usual day-to-day, like there's things I need to do at work if I, want to get paid, and there's things I need to do in the home if I just want to be comfortable. It's this thing of like, okay, how can I take what usually is really a big kind of like fight or flight trigger for me, and things that make me uncomfortable that my brain is not wired to handle in the way that's expected. How can I take those things that are just inevitable and are part of life and still allow myself to experience them while bringing in this element of comfort? So my big example there is I got the Bigfoot card one day with mystery, and mystery is something that makes me really uncomfortable. I don't like not having answers to things. I like knowing exactly what to expect, because any sort of change or sudden shift is really hard for me to bounce back from. But there's a lot of ways like mystery is, one, unavoidable, two, kind of important sometimes. So it was this interesting thought around like, okay, I can experience that, what I can't avoid, what maybe is beneficial for me in the realm of things being a mystery. I can deal with that in a better way, maybe if I provide very strict structures for myself in other ways. Things like that. So, really good week. Really good week. I'm having so much fun with this theme this month, and I'm really excited. It's like I find myself being like, ooh, like what's next week? What am I gonna use? Because it's all my fun decks, and I'm loving it. So, yeah. That's that on the weeks so far. Okay, we're back on the yarn dyeing. Ignore it. Stevie is running around and Paul's playing his video game, so it's a little noisy in here. But I don't have that much to show. Here's what we got going on right now. So, I've got it in a mordant wash. So what that means, I'd love to know too. It's simmering right now in it's pretty much water with, oh my gosh, what is it? There's cream of tartar. And what is that stuff called that I just got? It is aluminum sulfate. Food grade. So, something about doing this wash beforehand helps the color stick to the fibers better. So that's what we're doing. But I didn't realize you have to let it sit. So right now I'm getting it up to 180 degrees, let it sit there at that temperature for 45 minutes. Then I have to let it sit overnight. So I probably soaked my flowers too ahead of the game, but that's not gonna hurt it, so it's okay. But then we should be able to get some color tomorrow. I'm so excited. You can see though, what I've been doing today is some Christmas decorating. Very exciting here in this household today. it's now the next day with the yarn. Here it is. So I dumped it out of that mordant bath, and it's now just soaking in some cold water after I rinsed it. And in the pot now, because you gotta have a dedicated pot for this, so this is the one, because it has no lid. I've got those soaked flowers now coming to a simmer, and they will simmer for an hour, according to the internet. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so all the flowers simmered with the water I had with it, and I added some extra, and then added even more after it simmered for an hour. And now this is it all completely cooled. So you have to let it cool. Now we're gonna strain it and see how much liquid is left. It just didn't seem like enough liquid, so we'll see. Okay, this is what we have in terms of color. I think that's good. I'm hoping I didn't dilute it by adding, I didn't add much, but anyway, we're gonna pour this back into the pot. We've got this like golden brownie color I'm really excited about. It's my favorite kind of color to use in general, so the fact that I might have made my own is very exciting. So anyway, this is completely cooled, putting it back in the pot. Now I'm going to squeeze the excess water out of the yarn and put it in here. Exciting. Okay, here's what it's looking like. I'm obsessed with that color. It's like a gold brown, but I'm not sure if that's enough because you're supposed to like simmer it again, but there's not really anything to simmer here. I feel like I'm just gonna end up like burning yarn, so this is where we bring in the big guns, aka texting my older sister, who she is a yarn dyer. So, in case you didn't know, if you're ever getting hand-dyed yarn bags from my shop, 99% of the time it's probably her dyed yarn. But I'm gonna have to ask her before I do anything else. But I mean, already I could take this color as is. So good. Okay, so she said to just put water in until it's mostly covered. So now I'm gonna follow her method because it just sounds, I don't know. We know it's tried and true. Online it said to let it simmer again, but she says she brings it to a low boil, turns off the heat, covers it, and lets it sit until it's cooled. Cool. Which, you know, doesn't that sound, yeah, it sounds easier. We're gonna do that. But look at that color already. I'm so excited. I was about to film my monthly medicine catch-up for the week and looked up and look. Oh my gosh, it's magical. I am a snow lover through and through. I don't get tired of it. I think it's the best. Oh my gosh. So this isn't the first snow. We had snow like a week ago, but it was at night. So no one saw it. So I feel like this is really, and look how big and fluffy. Oh my gosh. Magic. Okay, so I'm here to go over week three. Week three? Three? How many weeks are in November this year? Oh no, we've got, it's a 5-weeker. So this was week 4, and our theme was Abracadabra. So we were pulling a card every day to represent how to approach each day as magical. And I have to say, I mean, this whole month has been so fun, but I think this has been my favorite theme so far, because it's a big theme that tends to come up a lot for me, is how to see the everyday and mundane as magical. And I instantly knew what I wanted to use for this week. So my main oracle was the White Hare Wisdom, and what I love about this deck is it's based on a chapter book series written by the husband and wife duo who create this deck. I know it's Jacqueline Lovesey. I'm not positive on her partner's name, so apologies, but yeah, so it creates this whole fantasy world. It's this like middle grade fantasy world that is just so fantastic. I have the books on, I have the ebooks. I haven't read through them yet, but I'm excited to. That just reminded me about that. I gotta look for those. But yeah, there's a bunch of like made up words in here, and this whole deck centers around magic to me. Really excited to have used this one because it's one that I don't take out often. I do more so now because I've been on a real pocket deck kick. And this one is a pocket size. However, I'm really excited because I did order the Magic Cottage Oracle that was on Kickstarter like a few months, maybe longer than a few months ago now, I'm not sure, and I didn't end up backing it because I didn't use this one a ton, but now that I've been using this one more, I really wanted a full size, and that one, of course, just seemed like it fit the bill to me, and I cannot wait to try pairing it with the Cottage Witch. Anyway, then the tarot I paired with it was the My Little Tarot deck. It is a tarot deck based on My Little Pony, specifically the, oh my gosh, I think this is like the 4th generation, but it's the one that, there's a TV show you can watch on Netflix now called My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and it's fantastic. I'm obsessed with it. This deck is fantastic. It's very, it's got like a iridescent coating on like the whole card that's very interesting. You'll see here, look with the lighting. It's not that extreme when you're reading with it because of my lights. When I was filming that flip through, the side by side, it looks very extreme, but in person it's so pretty and just so fun and adds, again, just an element of magic because My Little Pony is a magical world. So I loved that theme. Last week in the US we had Thanksgiving, so it was an interesting week because I ended up traveling to New Jersey. A lot of my family is actually most of my family lives in New Jersey, but my parents weren't able to go to Thanksgiving because they got 2 dogs and they couldn't find a dog sitter basically, and so I spent Thanksgiving in New Jersey, and then the day after, on Friday, drove along with my twin sister to Long Island where my parents live, and spent through Sunday morning. We left Sunday morning from there to come back home. So it was a very busy half week. And for someone who I really don't like to travel, I don't like being outside of my comfort space for that long. I'm still like adjusting back, even though it was a great trip and it was all people very familiar to me, places very familiar to me. Just a little bit exhausting. So, but also finding time to pull my cards was a bit difficult. But I did get this new mini thermal printer so that I could print pictures of my cards still. I really wanted to keep an element of my routine as much as I could, or at least the option for it, because I think I only ended up using it twice, but now I've got, I think it was like, I don't know, it was cheap. It was a cheap one off Amazon, so it just does like this size picture, just black and white, no ink required, but I wanted to get it because now every time I go away somewhere I'll know, like, okay, but I have the option to do my journal, at least in some semblance, like I usually do. But I feel like having this magic theme for a week that I knew was going to be kind of stressful for me personally was just really nice, because it felt like this reminder of the magic in what I was doing, but also this reflection of bringing magic for myself as a comfort, in a way. So, really loved that week. Now, the other thing I have to show, because I brought you along with my natural yarn dyeing process, but didn't show the finished product. Here it is. It's turned out to be this like really beautiful golden color. I am obsessed with it. So like, oh yeah, there's better. You can see better there. This was so much fun. I already, on a Cyber Monday deal, whatever the heck, Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal, ordered some more skeins of blank yarn, and have the second one dying right now in some red cabbage, and it's turning this beautiful purple color. I love it so much. But anyway, I think that's all I have to show for now. Hello. It is post-work Krista today. Usually I do my filming. I don't even think that statement is done. When do I have any consistency? No, disregard that. My brain is just a little turned off today. But here we are because monthly medicine ended on a Wednesday. I don't know. The first happening on a Friday is, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Which is, of course, by no fault of the monthly medicine. They can't control the calendar. I'm just saying, it's just... But I did love this week we got. We had Hodgepodge as our theme this week, which was embracing the messiness in each day. And I'm gonna definitely continue, because I don't think our next monthly medicine starts on Monday. So I'm gonna continue to pull my oracle cards each day. I don't know why I had the thought that, like, oh, I can't do that. Just because there's not, like, questions on Friday. I can do it, I can do that. So that's what I'm doing. But I just wanted to show this now, because I've really been loving the theme of this week. Embracing the messiness in things is just it's a helpful theme for me, and I feel like something that I'm gonna continue thinking about beyond this week, this month of monthly medicine. Because a lot of what's been coming up this week, I guess I should say, first and foremost, the decks I used, primarily the Iris Oracle. This is my daily Oracle card pull. Love this one, paired with the Playful Heart Tarot. I love this pairing. I don't know that I've ever personally paired this together. I feel like I know I've seen this somewhere. I don't remember where. That's not a me creation though. Like, I know that's not my own little brain baby. I saw that somewhere. But I don't know that I actually ended up trying it myself. But I really love how they work together. And the Iris Oracle was perfect for this week because it's one that gets a little bit more intense, I feel, than maybe some of the other decks I chose. And it was good because this is a category I feel I can really take that on. I could take the heat because it's something that comes up a lot for me personally, is having to embrace perceived imperfection, making mistakes, things not going as planned, because my ADHD brain is never gonna not have those things. Like, I'm constantly making errors because I can't possibly pay attention to detail as closely as maybe something calls for. So that theme comes up a lot. So this week was really awesome and really brought up a lot of good stuff around that. And so I wanted to bring in the Iris Oracle that I think kind of takes it to the next level a little bit, because... Am I shouting? I'm shouting. Very sorry. I probably should have waited till tomorrow morning. I feel like I'm shouting. Anyways, bringing it down. I wanted to bring it up to that next level because I didn't want to... This is something that, like, I have already scratched the surface of. You know what I mean? So I really, really enjoyed these two decks together. I got, as an early Christmas gift, because Paul and I cannot help ourselves. We get each other Christmas gifts, and then as soon as the package comes in, we're like, here you go. Here you go. But I don't have the other thing. So this was like a little add-in to like the gift. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's the Bujo stamps from Kitten Shops. How cute are those? Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed. Look at this one. Are you kidding me? So good, so good. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say on that. And that's all of the monthly medicine. So I think the next clip is probably going to be my favorites from the month. Oh, that's so exciting. I have to think about that. That's probably my favorite part of the month, because I don't have a good grasp all the time of what my favorite decks were from the month. Which is why I love keeping, part of the reason I love keeping journals like this is because I get to go through, flip back through my readings, and do the dual thing of like, okay, what was going on this month, and what was I using? So exciting. So I'm gonna go do that. Alright, so it is my favorite time to show the favorites from the month. So, to start off, I thought I would show some really cool Happy Mail I got, and I didn't, okay, the first thing I'm going to show, I didn't get permission to say any names, so I shan't, but a very lovely viewer reached out and asked if they could send along some crocheted tablecloths that their mom had made, and oh, is that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen in your whole life? This is what, there was 2 in the box, and lots of other very nice goodies that I'm very excited about. But how gorgeous is that? Oh my gosh. So, thank you very much again to that person if you're watching, but oh my gosh, I'm still so blown away by the niceness of that. So keep a lookout, definitely as a new video background for sure, but the most gorgeous crocheting I've ever seen. This is what I aspire to with my crocheting, this kind of detailed. I am not there yet, but just such a lovely thing. And then the other fun package that just came in yesterday, Tara from Cozy Core Craft and I did a seed swap this year, which was so much fun. And so I got some butternut squash seeds a little bit sneakily in the mail from Canada, but then she was so nice and put in some other really cool goodies, some like a keychain she crocheted that is already on my keys, so I don't have that right here, but then some herb bundles from herbs from her garden. This is sage and lavender. How gorgeous is that? Which I'm really excited about because I did, yet again, unsuccessful with my lavender, so I didn't have any lavender this year, so cool. I can't wait to burn that. So those were definitely 2 favorites. It was just so cool receiving those fun packages. So next, my books. In the beginning of this, you saw I had a new section in my monthly spread about my kind of book goals, and I got like halfway through the Greenhouse Glass. I'm not sure I'm gonna finish it. It's a good book. It's a really cool story. I think it just, I don't know, it's not capturing my attention, and I think sometimes with reading I very much get like, I like kind of gaslight myself with reading, where I make myself feel bad that it's not capturing my attention because I'm like, well, everyone says this is a great book. Like, I automatically assume it's more about my short attention span. But I have started reading a different book yesterday that I'm already like halfway through in one day. So I think it's more just finding the right books and being okay that like just because everyone says this is a good book and I can recognize that it's a good story, if it's not capturing my attention the way I want, like this is something I'm doing for enjoyment, so why continue, you know? Anyway, so I'm reading a new book I started yesterday, and then also a romance story that I've been reading actually pretty much throughout the whole month, called Neon Gods. But I don't really have that. It's really good. It's really good if you're a romance reader. Recommend. But I'm only about halfway through that. But I do have a book favorite, and it is this beautiful book out this month from Fiona Cook and Jessica Rue did the illustrations, and it's so beautiful. It is the Wheel of the Year, and it goes through the Wheel of the Year and gives, it's actually aimed at children. Look at this inside cover though. So gorgeous. And so it goes through each of the Sabbats and gives all this really cool information, correspondences, activities to do, and it just, I've been really, really enjoying it. And actually, this is not even my own personal copy. I had it pre-ordered for the library, and then as soon as it came in, I took it home, and I've just been, like, really loving it, but I need to bring it back. Like, it's for the children at the library, so I will be buying my own copy, and bringing this one back to catalog. Bad. One of the perks of being a librarian, I guess so. Okay, so I think that is it for that. Let's get into the decks, shall we? Alright, my first favorite from the month came in towards the beginning of the month, and that was the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. The long-awaited, well worth, it wasn't, not to say that it was like a crazy wait or anything, but, you know, a pre-order is a pre-order. So, highly anticipated, and oh, did it not disappoint. I love this deck so much. This actually might be my favorite Baba Studios deck I have currently, which is so wild because I feel like the other ones I have should, in theory, be more my thing. They're kind of more my general vibe, but something about this one I just am loving so much. And I think maybe it's because the guidebook feels a bit more story-like to me than maybe the other two I have. I don't know. There's something about it I just am really, really enjoying. So I've been using this a ton this month. That is the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. Next up, the Mists of Avalon Oracle, which I'm very pleased about because this is one that I've mildly toyed with kind of putting into a bit of a purgatory pile I have. I don't even know. It's not, there's no dedicated section. It just ends up being a pile. But I love the artwork so much, and I feel like when I have used this, I'm like, oh, I like this. But it's not one I have been drawn to use until this month. And I don't know what it is. Maybe the vibe for November just had me pulling out decks that matched with this really well, but it came out a ton. I really loved it. Actually, with the next deck I'll show, we'll do it in that order, but it's been pairing so well with so many decks I've been really drawn to lately, and I've been loving it. I don't really do much in the way because we've got 4 keywords positioned around here. I don't ignore them, but I just sort of look at them all and then read the guidebook to kind of see where it's leading me. But I think it's really fantastic. So, that's the Mists of Avalon Oracle. And the first one I really, since the beginning of the month that I've been pairing with it a ton, is the Golden Tarot. An always favorite, but this deck here captures just the whole general vibe that November turned out to be. I kind of set out in the beginning thinking it was going to be a ancestor work heavy month, and it's not really what it turned into. It was really kind of morphed into this more so golden medieval Celtic leaning month. And so of course, I mean, golden medieval, hello. It felt like all of my choices really ended up centering around the feel that this deck gives me. So naturally, I used it a ton. And it's one of my favorites. I really, really love this deck, especially out in this new linen cardstock. So good, so good. If you are a fan of this deck and don't have that new cardstock yet, I mean, you know, if you love your copy, you love your copy, I get it. But if you're feeling like you don't, like, the old cardstock prohibits you from using it just even a little bit, I do say make the switch, because it's so good, so well done. So, loved having that out, and it's gonna continue. I just know it. The whole darker half of the year, I just feel like this deck is it. So, the Golden Tarot. And another deck I really also enjoyed with the Mists of Avalon, but just felt like a star of the month, in all honesty, the Witch Sister Tarot, which I was so kindly sent a review copy of. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. You and me both. I don't know. But I did. So cool. And, oh my gosh, I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Like, what? And nothing about this deck disappointed. There is a few other walkthroughs up now that I totally recommend watching, because I feel like everyone had the same reaction of just like, oh my god. Because it really is that good. And it was definitely so highly anticipated. I know, like, I feel like I've been just waiting so long for this one. And, oh, it's just well worth the wait. I've had this one out, like, every single day since I got it in the mail. That review I posted, like, as soon as I opened the box, I immediately set up my camera, because I was like, I don't want to wait to use this, because it's just, oh my gosh, it's everything, it's everything. These are the bags. Oh my, I didn't even show the bag, hold on. Even the bag I made for it. It was this yarn that my sister dyed that I was saving, and I didn't know why. Because I loved the color, but I was like, nothing I'm gonna get is really gonna match with this color. But I know that I'll be mad if I don't have it if something does come up. And then I got this deck, and look at the backs. This, like, muted red color matches perfectly. My camera is making the color weird, but it's this, like, a rose gold, like, muted red kind of color. And as soon as I saw the backs, I was like, oh, that's what the yarn's been being saved for. And then I even bought these Scottish thistle charms to put on it, because come on! Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's one of my favorite bags I've made in quite some time. So, I will stop gushing, but totally recommend checking this one out when it comes out, which is soon. Soon. The Witch Sister Tarot. And last but not least, I shouldn't say, the Cozy Witch Tarot, again, was a favorite this month. I think it was a favorite last month. It was a favorite again this month. It's in my work bag right now, though, and I'm sure at this point you have all seen it, but huge favorite. I use that also, like, every day. Loved it. So, last one I have to show is the Fairies Oracle. I don't know, again, it just fit this, like, golden vibe that was going on this month. And I feel like I'm really starting to lean into that Yule season, and something about this kind of browny gold really makes me think of that season, weirdly enough. I don't know, that's just, it's the vibe right now. It just is, but of course, I mean, such a favorite, such a great one. Do I need to even go on about this? Probably not, so I won't. So good. So, that is the last deck I have to show for the month. So, I hope you all enjoyed. What were your favorites from the month? Did you do anything fun? Let me know. I love to hear it. But, other than that, I'll see you again very soon.